Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Reecee News. And first up we have today is the announcement of the first update for Mario Strikers Battle League. So it was announced back in May that they were going to do the free update model for Mario Strikers Battle League, and a lot of people were wondering when the update would happen because it's been over a month since the game released. But Nintendo finally revealed the first update and everything, and it does have some promising news for some fans of a certain character, since it introduced Daisy, and also Shy Guy as well. I think Shy Guy is a pretty good addition, and also a new gear set, which is called Night, and a new stadium. I think Shy Guy is pretty cool because he was actually a sidekick in Mario Strikers Charged, so I think that's cool that, kind of like with Toad, they're upgrading him to a full-on character. And it's always nice to see Daisy in the game, because I think Daisy's animations look pretty nice and everything, and her personality is there. But the disappointing side of this is that this should have been at launch, because there were only 5 stages and 10 characters at launch. And I feel like that was less than the bare minimum. Like, there really should have been like 14 to 16 characters in like 10 stadiums at launch. It's just kind of disappointing that we have to wait in order to get the stuff that should have been at launch. I know a lot of people are arguing that this is just additional content and this is good, but if the game is like super lackluster, where there's barely anything to do at launch. I mean, sure, there is things to do at launch, but it's just, the game can get old quickly, but there isn't a lot to do, and these updates don't really feel like additional content in the game. They feel like content that should have been there. And the thing is with these updates, like, even after they launch and everything, or release, they really don't keep players engaged. A lot of people drop the game 2 days after these updates come out. Like, I'm not sure if that will entirely be the case for Mario Strikers Battle League, because I still see people actively playing the game on Twitter, so it might be a different case here where people are still playing the game with the updates and everything. But in most cases, it doesn't really keep people playing the game. Like, with Mario Golf Super Rush, I remember a lot of people just played the update for a couple days, then just drop the game until the next update. That's usually how it happens. Might not be the case for Battle League, but it's usually the case for most of Nintendo's online games where they do this. And I feel like the updates are really weird. I mean, I could go on about this in another discussion video, but I feel like the way they have these updates is really weird. Because they market it like it's a live service game, like some of those online multiplayer games that get constant updates. I mean, there's a lot of other examples, but I'll just say like Minecraft. Minecraft usually gets a lot of updates, and they kind of market it like that a little bit, like how they do with Minecraft, but they're all like scheduled updates. I'm pretty sure most of these updates were scheduled before launch, and they're just for a set amount of time. They're not like continually doing them throughout the Switch era. They're not like continuing these updates for years. They're just like 5 updates within a year, and they completely drop support of the game. They did this for Mario Golf, they did this for Mario Tennis, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it for a lot of other games too. I guess, yeah, they even did it for Mario Maker. Well, with Mario Maker, I feel like that already had a lot of content at launch, but with that game, I'm kind of disappointed that they dropped the game, because it still had an active play base and everything. And it's just disappointing how Nintendo handles these updates. But other than that, I do think the stuff that we are getting in this Battle League update does look pretty good. Like I said, the animations look really nice for Daisy and Shy Guy. I think the outfits look really cool, especially on Shy Guy and everything. It's kind of refreshing seeing Shy Guy wear something other than just the normal, like, colored hood in a Mario sports game. Because I think the last time in a Mario sports game that he did it was the last Strikers game, I believe, because he didn't dress up in tennis or golf. what a lot of the other characters did. So it's nice to finally see Shy Guy wear like something different here. And I also think it's interesting that the new stadium is desert themed. That's kind of what I thought would be along with Daisy. Because Daisy's like from Sarasa Land and everything, Super Mario Land, and that was basically had the desert themed worlds and everything. Well, especially with the first world and everything, kind of like a desert themed area. So that kind of makes sense, and I do see a little influence of that there from that game and everything. And also, I guess with Shy Guy too, Super Mario Bros. 2 had the desert world and everything. I think that was the first Mario game that had a desert world in it, so I think that's also kind of fitting too. So, next up, other than the Mario Strikers Battle League thing here, is pretty disappointing. So it's an update on the discontinuation of the eShop for Wii U and 3DS. We knew it was coming, but this is like an update for this and everything. So basically they gave us specific dates now and everything, like they kind of updated it. So on August 29th, you'll no longer be able to add funds. I think before they said it was just eShop gift cards, but I think now you can't even like transfer money over to the thing there. Which a lot of people speculated you could do after that date, but I guess that confirms that you can't do that now. And on March 27th, 2023, you'll no longer be able to purchase games. I think people already knew, I think they already like said it was going to be March. I'm not sure if they gave a specific date before. But man, this is pretty disappointing. Like, you have other companies, like Sony and Microsoft, that are able to keep, like, the PS3 and Xbox 360 servers for the shop still open. Like, after 15 years, they're still open. And yet, Nintendo's shutting down the Wii U and 3DS eShop, which is only 11, 12 years old. Like, it's kind of baffling that Nintendo's doing this and not actually... Because there's actually people that still play the 3DS and Wii U. I actually still occasionally play my 3DS and Wii U. And, well, now I have them modded and everything, and I'm able to get games that way. Not everyone does that. Like, not everyone wants to mod their 3DS and Wii U. And a lot of these games are definitely going to go up in price, like, with their physical versions and everything, since, like, the only way you'll be able to purchase them is, like, physical and everything, like, used and everything, because you won't be able to buy them digitally on the eShop, and this really sucks for game preservation. I know Nintendo is horrible at game preservation. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're horrible at game preservation. Like, they're slowly drip-feeding these games onto the Switch with 64. I mean, they're definitely handling 64 a little better now, even though it's less than optimal that you pay for a subscription service to have these games for a limited time. But, yeah, it's just Nintendo's not good at preservation at all, and this is definitely another factor kind of, like, shutting down the entire servers for these eShop. I know a lot of people have been arguing on Twitter, like, oh, they're old, no one uses them now. But are they really a waste of space? Are these servers really a waste of space for Nintendo? Because they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and keeping these servers running probably will do nothing to them. And, I mean, I guess it will even help them, because people are still buying 3DS games. Like, the newest 3DS games are only, like, 3 years old now. Like, and now they're just shutting down the shop entirely. I'm not including games like Fragrant Story, that released this year. I'm mostly referring to, like, the first-party titles. Like, even the newest first-party titles on 3DS aren't even that old now. Like, with Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, that remake, and also the Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Even, like, despite those games being weird and everything, they're still not that old. and it's pretty disappointing to see the eShop being shut down so shortly after a lot of these 3DS games have been released, because a lot of them released after the Switch era and everything. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.